Hey, what's going on, people up in the Facebook land? I just wanted to go on ahead and get into some into a quick topic real quick about dealing with your finances as far as, how can I say, whatever it is that you may want to buy, or you may want to purchase or whatever. So, all right, here it is. If you have a long-term goal and you're trying to buy and purchase something and you need to finance something, I don't care what it is. You put a payment every month. It's just as simple as that. You pay either $300 to $400 a month on whatever it is that you want to buy, and you could do a layaway technique, and you could buy it over the course of time. These are certain different financial techniques within being able, to deal with money, so that way that you won't compromise all your other bills. I speak on this topic because I'm getting into these conversations where people are not really actually like pursuing what they want to do because they don't have all the money to do so. So what I'm saying to you is that you got to know the difference in between long term and short term. Most of the time, a lot of people want to do short term shit and have long game rewards. And I'm gonna tell you like this: if you want to flip your money, all right, I ain't telling you any type of get rich quick scheme, because there is no get rich quick scheme that's gonna get you rich quick. A period of 10 years and whatever vehicle that you choose to invest in is how that thing is gonna play out, due to the speed of you producing the money, and B, wherever you putting your money into, and C, whatever returns as far as the amount of time on how much, when you return. If you put your shit into something that's going to make you 10% of your money every year, then according to how much you put in that year, that's you. I wanted to say this: you don't have to pay things off fast. You can gradually start paying a few $100s a month on whatever it is that you may or might be financing. The same way how you do your car note. This is cash placement. We have to be able to manage the cash while it's still here, because it's a lot of things that's going on right now, to where as though they trying to make that shit obsolete. So before these people be all up in your business, you want to make sure that you manage your affairs where, for one, how can I say, you could save yourself from inflation. Two, anything that you want to get, pay for it direct and up front, or even pay payments on it until you own it. All right. It's a lot of, it's a lot of different ghost costs. And I say ghost costs that people don't actually see when it comes to obtaining things that you cannot maintain for long periods of time financially, because it'll take away from all your other shit. So this is the part where I'm talking about where you have to balance out your money and make your money protect you more than it work against you. You have to make your money protect you, like I said, more than it work against you. This is cash management. Before you even think about getting rich, or before you even think about fucking having all this motherfucking money, you got to do your research on that. If you are making six figures, what tax bracket you in, what do's and don'ts that you can and cannot do, which I'm going to make more videos on, speaking from a realistic point of view and from my fucking experiences, not nobody else's, from my experiences. You know what I'm saying? And I say my experiences because I know what worked for me and what I actually figured out on my own through making a shitload of mistakes. So one of the things that I will say is this: after I found out what I needed to find out, I didn't allow nobody to make no more money off of me. I didn't allow nobody to make no more money off of me, as far as like credit cards and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm going to get into all of that. But I will say this, and I'm going to make more videos on that later on. But I will say this. You have to, as far as in a simple ramification of things, let's just start with the house. As far as your food costs, your rent, and everything else. If you could pay a car note, right, then you could pay your rent, you know what I'm saying, months at a time. If you could pay, you know what I'm saying, to put something on layaway, then therefore you could pay, you know what I mean, until your retirement or whatever. You know, like if you pay your rent up, you'll have more cash. It's just about money management. And usually when you put yourself into a position, and you can't look at this because your place is your investment when you rest your head at. So it would be smart if you was to actually, like I said, work all summer so that way that you could chill all winter. Pay the motherfucking rent up. The rent, the car note, and what else? Rent, car note, car insurance. Those are the three heaviest bills. So in order to have a good satisfaction of knowing that those things are paid, I would work every day until I paid them shits up at least like a year or 2 years. And then you do all your other same categories the same way. So extra money that you would have spent if you paid those shits up for a year could go into the light bill. You know what I'm saying? We got to start paying our shit up for months and years at a time. I tell people all the time, see, I work at a barbershop, right? And I'm going to tell you something, man. Like, I ask niggas, like, do you ever think about paying your booth rent up? You know what I mean? Like, to pay your booth rent up. Like, if you make $500 in 1 day or 2 days, man, you could pay your booth rent up for 4 months. Or you could pay it up for the rest of the year. They make enough money where they could pay their booth rent up for the rest of the year. And here's where you start looking at the most finer common sense things about how the way people, you know what I'm saying, financially, you know, deal with shit, man. And once when you sit back and observe, you'll understand how lost a lot of motherfuckers is. And due to the lack of attention, you understand what I'm saying? Like how motherfuckers don't, how can I say, pay attention to the smaller things. Because if you take care of home first, then you could do everything else. And when you start investing, that shit is a slow bubble. It's a slow flip. It is definitely a slow flip. So you may start out. Let's just say, for instance, right, I give one example. And I gave this example in another video. Let's just say if you spend $265 a month, okay, and you put it into the stock market. Just something simple. That's 2 cartons of cigarettes and 3 packs of beers. $265. Niggas go out and eat with that type of shit. You understand what I'm saying? And, you know, 265 times 12 is 3180. That's $3,180 a month. You times that 3180 by 5 years, that's $15,900. Now, if you got $15,900 that you paid into the market and the market is paying 10.2% every year, and you ain't even got to put no more money in there after that number, how much money you think you gonna make? Within maybe 3 years, you've been to made 30% on that $15,900. On that $15,900, you've been to made 30% in 3 years. And if you just let it sit in there in 10 years, imagine, you know, what that would snowball into. So we have to look at the small, tedious things. Your rent is stock. That's how I look at it. Your car is an investment. All of that. Your car is an investment. Anything that you buy and purchase that actually magnifies or enhances your performance is an investment. Buying vitamins is an investment. Nigga, motherfuckers' teeth and shit falling the fuck out, and, you know, people ankles and shit hurting. When you go to the doctor or you have health insurance, that's an investment. So if you could pay all these things up, if you paid all these things up, then you have extra cash to deal with. So then that cash will give you more, you know what I'm saying, power to finance something else that could work within your favor. See, it's about how people can stay in a realm of confidence, you know what I'm saying, a ramp, you know what I'm saying, a circle of confidence and make their money protect them, then go against them. Because I don't care how much you make, you could hurt yourself. You can hurt yourself. You don't have to work, I mean, like a dog. If you know how to, if you know how to place your cash and make it work for you instead of against you. And this is the things that we need to share amongst each other. You know, before we even get to that, because to hold a lot of motherfucking money or to be a millionaire is a heavy ass responsibility. If you ask any of the millionaires, them motherfuckers ain't happy. They always on offense and defense at all fucking times, yo. They either defending themselves or putting themselves in positions where niggas can't take their motherfucking money. You know what I'm saying? Or these greedy fucked up sharks out there can't take their money. You understand what I'm saying? And, you know, they have to find the means on how to make more of it. But as far as asset-wise, they do put themselves in a position to where as though they can make more of it, but then that gives them, because there's only so much shit that you can actually own. So the only thing that you could do after you finish paying for everything, at the end of everything else when you get older, is to reinvest into the infrastructure of the totality of the country. That's it. That's all. Or open up more companies. Or if you making millions and millions of dollars, create jobs for people. Like the guys who invented Uber or Lyft. Like the guy who invented Amazon. You're able to change people's lives after you finish taking care of yourself. So after you done paid all your bills and paid all the house bills and secured your own position, then you can work on helping somebody else. And that's how that shit rolls. That's how it rolls. I can't stress that not enough, man. You know what I'm saying? That's basically it. Me, myself, I don't work hard. I don't work hard. In a sense, what I mean by working hard. I do work hard, but I don't make shit hard. I preserve my physical energy so that way that I could make it last. And what I mean by that is I work one job. I lease my time. You know what I mean? I contract my time out. Because why? Because I know what to do with my money. Anything that takes interest or value away from what the fuck I'm doing, I don't engage into. Niggas say, well, why the fuck, you know what I'm saying, Lee, you know, you ain't driving yet or whatever like that. If you done had more than 10 cars, right? If you looked at every car that you done actually bought, motherfucker, you was 10 steps away from being a fucking millionaire with all the vehicles that you done bought. I ain't buying no cars. My lifestyle, I live a martial lifestyle. You understand what I'm saying? I live a militarized lifestyle, dude. Like, we had the best train system in the world. Even that, if I couldn't bike to that motherfucker, I hire a nigga to drive me. Because guess what? The money that I would have spent on a car and all that expense to keep the car running, I took care of my daughter and I took care of my family with that money. There's no way that if you're not making a certain X amount of dollars a year, if that doesn't make any sense for you to actually buy a fucking vehicle. When a roof over your head is just as well more important. And then not only that, if you know, you know that you can't afford to keep the motherfucker running and put gas in the motherfucker, why would you buy that anyway? This is what I'm talking about by critical thinking, by military-minded thinking. If you work at a job that's paying you that's paying you minimum wage, you don't need no motherfucking vehicle. Until you can have the amount and know the exact amount on what it takes to maintain that vehicle throughout the duration of the year. For real. And this is why people, you know what I'm saying, end up getting into the shit that they get into and have themselves in unnecessary debt. Because they don't critically do the mathematics on this. I watch people all the time. People will judge you off of the way that you look. Oh, this nigga don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you may wipe a window or sweep a floor. You know what I mean? And shame on y'all, man, that you look at how the way a motherfucker dress in order to judge a person's intellect and character. You understand what I'm saying? For one, my phones don't get cut. My phone, my rent, all that shit gets paid. All of that shit gets paid. Why? Because I know how money works in this country. And it's made to move around. It's not backed by anything. It's made to move around. Why you think we in this inflated point right now? It's made to move around. You having food and water is worth more. It's worth more. If you get what I'm saying. If any of you out there that know what I'm talking about by having, you know what I'm saying, assets, food, water, shelter. Those are the things that you invest into because them shits run into the fucking structure of the country. You always gonna need to wash your ass. You always gonna need to wipe your ass. You always gonna need a roof over your head all the time. You gotta eat. And you gotta breathe. So know what you getting yourself into. Stop making purchases that don't make sense and the shit that ain't gonna give you no fucking value whatsoever. Invest into the infrastructure. Sun Tzu said it best. Those who do for the heavens will take care of you. If you understand Eastern philosophy. Straight up and down. Treat your body right, it'll treat you right. You are what the fuck you put in your mouth. So you are how you treat your motherfucking money. This is not no pie in the sky type of shit. This is not no fairy dust type of shit. For real. How can you take $5 and make $500? Straight up. So we had 17 minutes, but I'm gonna give a part 2. This is cash placement conversation. Word up, man. Until next time, this is your boy Lee Majors, General and Commander Urban Special Forces. I'm out. Peace.